Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap Live for Friday, February 22nd. And this is a special session that's part of the Project Mouse FANniversary, and this is year number 6 that we're celebrating. I'm going to be jumping right into one of the challenges tonight that's in the forum at the Lilypad. And this one was posted by Jenna, and I think she CTs for both Britt and I'm not sure, both Britt and Krista, but she posted the challenge, and you have to use a black and white photo, and you don't have to use it doesn't have to be Disney photos, but of course, since we're celebrating all things Project Mouse, I will be using some black and white photos from our 2015 trip. So there's the little challenge I'll be doing. And then you do get a stamp for doing the challenge, and you get a chance to be chosen at random to get a $10 gift certificate to the Project Mouse shop. Eee! That's exciting. That's exciting. And then for being here, this will be your little gifty. Check that out. Fasteners.
Wax stamps. Like, those are just so cute.
I know. And the pins. Check out the pins. The little safety pin. I mean, it's just fabuloso. And then, of course, you will get a stamp for coming in as well. And I think she shared that in a different thing. That must be in the welcome. Nope, I know where it is. It's in the passport, I think.
Carrie just refused a call from her husband. She's
sorry,
like, no,
hubby.
Instead, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out that, and I will show you the stamp that you'll be collecting tonight. Isn't that cute? 100% magic. Oh, it's magic.
They said Cheryl might sing.
Cheryl, that was it. That was it. That's all you're getting. Okay, so since it's my stamp, I'm going to add this onto my page because I feel like that would be awesome to do. And
there's just one stamp for any of the lives that you go to. So even if you come to like all 3, it's still just the one stamp, just right, so everybody knows.
Yeah, so if you come tonight and you can't make it to the sessions tomorrow, it's going to be the same stamp and then the same participation prize, correct? Yep, correct. All righty. So,
but Cheryl might sing a different song.
That is entirely possible. We'll see. I probably will be more likely to sing in the afternoon or evening than the morning. Just saying. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, I didn't notice that morning one was so early.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be like, I don't want to.
I'll be blurry-eyed. I'll be rolling out of bed. It'll be a good thing there's no webcam.
Oh, yes. You don't want to see me right now. It has been so humid and crazy here that hair, and it's pointless. It's pointless.
Our kids had a snow day. For those
yes, I've been seeing that.
I'm in Las Vegas, and our kids had a snow day today. There is no snow, but they got the snow day today instead of yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
We're
That
not
doesn't make
gonna
any sense.
ask.
They're just like so thrilled that it's possible. They're like, and it's a snow day.
Yeah, I don't know. I think part of it was because like we had snow yesterday morning and buses were like 1 to 2 hours late because of it. But then this morning we had no snow, but we had such low temperatures last night. Like I think at one point it was 18 or 19 degrees for the feels like.
Good
So
gravy.
everything was frozen. But yeah.
That is crazy.
So
All
and
right.
you know, I know anybody northern hemisphere is like whatever, like even the northern United States, they're like whatever. Well, guess what? When you have no snow plows and no sand trucks and
Yes.
everything is gross.
We had our first snow day in like 20 years here, which we have snow all the time, but it's just we're all equipped for it, and so they never cancel for snow. But we had our first snow day in 20 years, like last week.
Wow.
It was crazy. My
That's
kids
awesome.
were stoked.
Oh. And in case you
Okay.
didn't see the answer, Lisa, she's using Photoshop CC, and I think she's on the latest update. Is that correct?
Oh,
Or the
let's
second to
see.
latest update? You usually
Let's
update pretty
see.
often.
Yeah. I don't want to go check it
No.
right now, but
No.
yeah, it's been updated, I think, since January. Maybe in January I did an update then. I think I have it set to automatically do it.
Ooh.
Okay, and the other fun thing is that I'm going to be using the Project Mouse Vibes.
I like that kit. It makes me
It's
happy.
so cute.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I love it.
I mean, seriously,
I
just
scrapped 2 pages with it. 2 in like 2 days.
That
This
is a good
huge.
sign. That is a good sign.
that is huge. It's happiness. All right, so I think I'm gonna go with the photos where they are. Maybe center them a little bit more tonight. I don't know. I may move them.
Carrie's already used it a couple of times. Meg says she loves Vibes so much. It's her perfect kit.
Oh, good. I think it really is like my perfect kit too, because it's really what I scrap with most is real like black and white with like a tiny bit of color, like a lot of white. All my pages are like white.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good one.
Jagruti, you do need it.
Yeah, it's like you need to have it.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, Disney Mom Michelle loves the word art.
I mean,
thanks.
and the papers. We get to fangirl over everything. Check this out. So cute.
Oh, did you see the word art paper? There's a cute
Yes.
word art paper, and like nobody will notice this but me because I'm weird that way. But I moved it on my page so like it says "Never grow up" right next to my siblings. That's one of the little words in there is "Never grow up." Yeah, that was a fun one.
I like that one too. Yes, so fun. I love seeing other people do with stuff, like what they do with it, because you know you make it and then you think like I don't know. It's just always fascinating to me to see like how other people use it.
All right.
I only know how I scrap, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to real quick just pull over my supply window. I'm using ACDC, I think 18. Yeah, 18 just to view the products right now. I've been using Bridge for my organization, but I haven't organized this yet, and ACDC is just a little easier to use sometimes for viewing. So I have 2 screens. You're seeing one of the screens. You know what? I'm gonna try.
Ooh.
me do this. I think I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and then I'm
See if
going to
you can share both.
I'm going to share both monitors, both screens, but I don't know how that's going to.
I can see them both.
Oh, yay. Okay. Awesome.
Hi,
Now
Sharon.
you can see what I'm doing.
So Lisa, AC/DC is a standalone program. So it doesn't so it will work with Photoshop elements and stuff because it's just like standalone. Does that explain that at all?
Yeah. And
it's more like a file viewer.
Yeah, and if you have Adobe products, then you have access to Bridge. So I have, I have the ability to go in here and look through them as well. So, so I can view in this program or in AC/DC. So I'm going to close that out though, not to have both open. Let's see. Okay, so y'all can see everything okay? I need to go look and see what y'all can see.
So Cheryl Scraps on a PC. Bridge, I'm pretty sure is available PC and Mac, isn't it, Cheryl?
Yeah, I use it, and I'm on a Mac, and I use Bridge. So
okay, AC/DC I think is still in whatever they call it, beta for Mac, though. Is that correct?
Oh,
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. I cannot confirm that.
I know they brought it out, but I've heard that some people don't like it as much in Mac. So I would definitely recommend seeing if they have a trial. Bridge is offline, and so is AC/DC.
Yeah, they're just like programs that allow you to view your files that are on your computer or Dropbox or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Day number one. Day number one. Okay.
Yeah, and if you have Adobe, Amber, Bridge is free, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm. I've asked if we could go back to the screen of what you're working on because it makes it so it's really small.
Oh, okay, sure.
I like to see you looking through your stuff though, so but it does make the page you're working on real small.
Yeah. It is.
There you go.
Yep. Now we can see your page better.
Okay. And really, I can have them open on both. It's just easier to scrap. I can have both of them open on the same screen, but it's easier to not have to go back and forth.
That's the thing about us spoiled people.
Yes.
With two screens.
Okay, so I really like this. And what I like about cards is that you can do all kinds of things. So I'm using a card and I just want this to say something magical is about to happen because we're waiting for the bus to come through at the resort. And so I'm just going to use my rectangular marquee tool. You'll find that at the top of your toolbar in PSCC, and I believe it's still that way in PSE. And I'm just going to use Control J, and that will copy just that piece, and then I can close that out. And then I can put that wherever I want to.
So cute.
I'm going to pull this down a little bit. All right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, I'm not sure that I'm going to use this, but this particular, I may just want to use that little fun piece, and I can't remember if you have that as a separate piece or not.
I think it is in the elements separate.
Yay!
You don't have to separate it. But you could if you didn't have if you didn't have the elements, you could easily just take it out. Like if you just had the cards or something.
All right.
Whitney says she needs to try cropping that way. Jagruti also loves that card. That card apparently is a hit.
The fun one or which one?
A fun one.
Yeah, it's cute. Right at the last minute, she added like a third, because there's like a fun and there's a, what's the other one? Happy, and then she added dream right at the literally the last day before the kit came out. Because she's like, I just like them so much. I'm like, okay, pile them on.
Pile it in there.
Add more, add more.
I do love that yellow. It's like the brightest yellow we've ever used for Project Mouse, and I love it so much.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Let's see.
I like that the yellows are never over the top in Project Mouse. Like in all of the kits, they're nice yellows without being
pretty obnoxious, but I love it. So.
It's still not I've seen worse.
It's not it's got a good tone to it. It's not as crayon yellow, I guess. It's kind of got a fun neon vibe to it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's like sunshine. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good response for it, Lisa.
It has a happy tone.
Melinda says she's bought it for the black and white challenge too.
Well, it's perfect for that challenge. I mean, we always have a lot of black and white because that's what Krista and I like, but this one is so much black and white. I love it so much.
So, so this was my trip with my family in 2015, and my dad and stepmom, this was our Christmas present for that year, and only one of my sisters wasn't able to go, but we went at Thanksgiving, and we were planning, we drove all day because we live in Florida, but we live 8 to 10 hours away from Orlando, depending on how many stops you make. And there were so many of us that we stopped constantly. But yeah, we decided that the kids were ready to go. And so we decided we'd use one of our entries and just go. And we had the ability to stay late, so we were there till 1:35, I think.
That's awesome.
Fun.
Amber says, do you worry about those elements on the edge getting cropped during printing?
No, because I'll either select to have a white border when I'm printing, depending on which service I'm using. Or if I'm really concerned about it, it's super easy just to put guidelines with a 1/4 inch and pull stuff in if I need to. But most of the time I don't even worry about that.
So Amy, technically they do, but it's such a small amount that persnickety cuts off that you just don't notice it. I had this discussion with them one day. Because I didn't think they had any bleed, and they do. It's just such a tiny amount.
Yeah, they're the best. When I'm doing a book, well, so because all my pages are mostly pocket style. So but I just, because I have printed, I know kind of where to keep things in, and then I keep a little, just a mental note of and I just feel like some of that stuff just kind of comes through experience of if you never print your pages.
What does bleed mean?
Oh, bleed, the gets cut off on the sides, the sides
Well,
that
see,
get.
now that sounds okay.
Are you there?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, the some of the bleed and cut off stuff, like you just sort of learn as you go. Like if you've just never printed before, I don't know. I just didn't realize, like, I learned so much by actually printing my pages. You know, because sometimes you just get in the mode where you're just creating and not printing.
Right.
And then when you print, you learn so much about, like, oh, that staple is gigantic, or oh, those edges are totally cropped off. Like
Right.
you just kind of learn what size things are, or like, holy cow, my face is 5 inches tall right there. Like you just, you know,
Yes.
Or the
printing.
font is teeny, teeny, tiny.
Right, exactly. Or opposite of, like, oh, that font could have been smaller. I could have fit more on there. You just learn more as you
Is it,
print.
Brittany, is it you or Sahlin that has the great post about bleed and the journal cards on your blog?
It's Krista's blog, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm like, somebody asked about that, and if I recall correctly, she has a really good explanation of it on her
Yeah.
blog.
Yep.
I just couldn't remember which of you had it.
She's got. You can mostly always default to her blog. My blog is sad. It's neglected. It is. Hers is great. I refer people to her blog all the time.
Okay, I can't remember. Did the challenge say you can have color, but it has to be like limited? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at what it actually says because I can't remember. Let's see. It's black and white.
Lisa says it says just a pop of color.
Yes, that's all it, like, that you just interpret that. It says
Okay.
majority black and white with a minimal pop of color.
Okay.
You have to have at least one black and white photo. And then then all the other basic rules. So you have to have at least one pop of color.
See, I'm more like Renee. I keep my journaling and photos away from the edges if I don't want it cut off, but I don't worry too much about the elements.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just like, whatever. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right, so there's a pop.
That's cute.
Pull that up a little bit. And let's see, those are cute too.
Michelle
Little
said she didn't add a pop of color to hers. Oops. That's okay, Michelle. No one's going to kick you out.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. So, and of course, when we go, at least my family, the Magic Kingdom is like our favorite. So that's what we head towards.
You always go there first. It's tradition.
Yeah, I've just always done it, I guess.
So now you're using the Artsy pack.
Yes.
Which is our free with purchase.
I want to see it.
Need that. It's so cute.
So cute.
Isn't that cute? I mean, it's just, I need to grab that little thing right there.
That little thing.
That
That
little
was
thing
so
right
specific.
there.
That little
That
thing.
was that little piece of paint. I need it in my life. Because I need to put it down here a little bit. Yes, that will work. And then I'll pop it up here, flip it vertically, because normally I'd let the blue show, but I'm going to try to.
Everybody's
super
talking
smart.
about how they like the blue and the red, and you're like, I'm hiding the blue.
She just wants one pop of color. I like how you put that underneath the word art though, because now the word art stands out more against that pattern paper. You're so smart,
And I
Cheryl.
think
You're just so smart.
I need to meld this over though, I think, to be on top of the paint. And make it a little bit smaller, wee bit, just a wee.
It doesn't seem to be laggy for me, Michelle. It's possibly your internet connection.
Yeah, it's not lagging for me.
I hate to say that because that's something I can't
I
fix.
know. Oh, it's just you. Sorry.
You, sorry. And it's probably your internet connection. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time telling because I'm on a desktop and I'm hardwired, so it's really hard to tell if it's lagging for people.
Right. I'm hardwired as well, so I'm not going to be much help.
Well, I hope that you have fun doing the black and white layout. They can be a lot of fun, challenging, but fun.
I think it helps. It's the black and white photos that really helps. Like I feel like that kind of pulls it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Even a mix of black and white and color.
Yeah, I've done one before with like the photos in color and everything else in black and white, and that sometimes just works too. With the right photos for me.
Yes. I agree.
White on white is harder. Monica's having MOC flashbacks.
Why is she having
white on white, remember?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. How could we forget? That is the last one that I did that I never posted.
Okay, I don't know about it. Tell me, what do you guys? I don't know what this is.
Month of challenges was in January, and one of the challenges was to do a white on white. Hang on just a second.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
To do a white on white page, so everything had to be white except your pictures could be obviously not white.
Yeah, so let's see.
Oh my goodness. That's like that. You know what that is? That's not so much a challenge in anything but shadowing. Like, that's so hard.
Oh, absolutely.
Shadow. Like,
let's see.
I could probably pull together all my favorite white things because I love white. I told you everything in my paint on my. I do a lot of white, but when embellishments, white on white embellishments is hard. Oh, that's so cute. Is that it?
That's the one she did. Yeah.
Polar
bear in a snowstorm.
Oh, I think it's cute.
So that was when life went off the rails, and I did get it done, just not posted, and then nothing after that.
Well, that's adorable.
But, yeah, it was cute.
Now I kind of want to do a white on white on white on white. I love it.
I think especially with your little girls and their sweet little dresses.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I really want to try it.
She's gonna do it.
Do you happen to know what alpha that was? Somebody wants to know in the
Off
chat.
the top of your head.
It looks
I
like
can tell you
alpha, but it could be something else.
I believe it's pink reptile, and I think it's dog-eared alpha. But let me check my. Okay.
Keep getting these alien messages. I don't know what's happening.
It's just when people join, if they're not muted.
It doesn't like auto mute you when you join?
There it is.
I thought
It's
it did.
supposed to, but it may not be for mobile. I'm not sure. Maybe
Oh.
good or okay. Let's see here.
I got it.
Oh, I just did it.
Okay. Bye. I didn't realize you have it there. I had to grab it from the store.
Yeah, no, dog-eared alpha. Yeah, it was right here in my. I was ready to post this layout. It didn't happen. Very cute. Very, very cute. Okay. Is this too many pops of red? Am I going to get in trouble? Are you going to cart me off?
Yes.
Yep. You're fired. No, it's adorable.
You're fired.
I like that we both want to send you off. You're fired.
We're like, yep.
Yep, out. You're out.
Oh my
Minimal
God.
pop of color,
This is
Cheryl.
so cute.
Psst. I am not following the rules.
I don't think minimal. I don't think minimal is your jam. Is the
Well, actually, to be fair, this is minimal for Cheryl.
well, she's not done.
I like it. Well, Britt just lays it out. Well, she's not done, Courtney.
Aw, Meg likes that you said nobody gets kicked out, Britt.
Nobody gets kicked out. Nobody gets kicked out.
Okay.
You're just giving her a hard time. It looks like you're holding that button in your hand. It's cracking me up right now.
Angela wants to know that if you're going to offer the artsy pack for sale for those of us who don't have $25 left to pay.
Yes,
now, I'm wondering if she has Cassie's problem where she has bought everything in the store, so she doesn't have any Project Mouse left to buy.
Yes, I know. I've had a couple people say that, and it cracks me up. Like, I can't even believe it. So, yes, we definitely are putting it in the shop.
That's awesome.
Disney Mom Michelle wants to move the button, Cheryl.
It's
I know, me
going.
too.
I moved it.
I've been mentally moving it for since it got put there.
Yeah, you're like, move it.
Move that button. I'm just thankful you have a paper, because when I've been to these with you before and you don't have a paper for 90% of the time, I'm just over here having anxiety the whole time. I'm like, just put a paper back there. You could change it later if you want. Just give me a paper.
I have gotten better, haven't I, Courtney?
Yes. I have shamed her into it.
It just feels wrong.
Just feels so wrong. She
It's like
says
like, you know what it feels like? It feels like you're just laying it on your desk, but it's nothing is attached. So it's just laying there, and it's uncomfortable. Like, it could get blown off the table any minute.
It's true.
It needs to anchor it down. It must be anchored. Okay, let's go back into.
I know. I'm telling you guys, it's so funny when she does it without a background. I've never seen anyone else do it where they just don't have a background and they're fine with it.
Well, I think part of it came when I was on a lot of creative teams, and part of your job, I'm doing air quotes, you can't see me, but part of your job, because it never really feels like a job, right, is to show off as much as you possibly can. So I was element queen, so I think I just found myself just adding all the elements. And
yeah, I can see that.
Okay, I know this is day one, but that's okay.
I kind of like it.
And I pulled that number one.
Again,
this is a
not
piece.
minimal.
Yeah. Once is enough, Cheryl.
We gotta say day one. Day one.
I
love it. Smart that you grabbed it out of that.
Yeah, out of the artsy pack, and it's a 3-2-1, and I just grabbed the one. So there we go.
So do you, when you do these, I'm just curious, do you have a plan in mind, other than I know I'm going to use this kit and these photos, but everything is just working so perfectly for this theme of the bus ride. Like all the word art is like so perfect, and you thought to take that number 1 out. Like, do you just keep this like what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like on the fly, you're this good.
Yes, yes. There are days she doesn't even have a kit planned.
Oh
She'll
my
do these and she'll go,
gosh.
okay, so what do we want to scrap with tonight? And
Oh my gosh.
whoever has come and said, hey, I'd love to see this kit. And she goes, okay.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing.
Yeah.
It's all just like
Yeah.
working out like it was like a master plan here.
The master plan.
I mean, I don't
She's
even
a
think
master builder.
you would have thought that like we made this kit for bus ride photos because it's all just like working so perfectly. I mean, maybe we did. We just didn't realize it.
You did, and you didn't realize it. That's exactly what happened. Okay,
She's an artist. That's true. Yeah.
I'm grabbing a fastener. Fascinating fastener here.
You've been shadowing as you go, right?
Just doing the adding the
Like the presets.
style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amy's
but-
like, or Amber said, I haven't seen you doing it. I'm like, yep, she is. She's just
Guess I just kind of pop them on there.
And then Sharon Dewey said that she's like, doesn't usually add the background until she's 75% done the layout.
Really? Okay, look, she's just
Oh, yay! Someone else.
Everybody
No,
else has said that they have to have the background. So
Oh my gosh.
you're alone,
We're
apparently.
You guys are blowing
Wrong.
my mind right now.
I
Cannot believe it. It's like literally the first thing. And then sometimes I'll put in like, I'll like think, maybe I want something at the end, but it's not like I have been working on a transparent background like a maniac or something.
like a maniac. What is wrong with you people?
Oh,
Okay.
I love those wax seals. They're so cute.
All right. They are. The
They
little
are.
camera on there. It's just and all these fasteners are quite. I like a good fastener.
Gotta put them all on there.
Rudy
I'm
loves
trying
the
to
seals.
control myself. I am trying to control myself. Okay. I do need to. Let's see. Flowers. Yes, I'm gonna because I need more flowers. I'm sorry, I do. It's got to happen.
Bev says she starts with one background, scraps, changes the background 3 times before it's done. Yep. There's a few of us that do that.
Yep. Are these are from the flower pack, yes?
Yes. And what is that free for? I can't remember.
The chat tomorrow.
Aha. Here they
Afternoon.
are.
Yes.
Aren't they cute?
You're so pretty.
They're adorable.
Oh,
I
so
need those too.
cute. Mm.
I just need all the pieces.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see.
Cassie's a cluster at heart, she says. She needs
do.
all
I
the
like-
flowers.
I need the flowers in my life. It's just a thing. All right, and now, there's so many cute white ones in here too.
That's funny that you said that because when we finished the pack, Krista texted me. She's like, "We have like 6 white flowers." I was like, "Oh well."
That's what happened. That is
like
just
the
what
white
happened.
flowers, okay?
That is just what happened.
She just
Don't
wanted to
fight
do a lot
it.
of white, and I did, and yeah, I was like, "Oh well." People are gonna get a lot of white flowers.
Amber, I posted it before, but if you missed it, Cheryl's shadows are the one that she actually created and sells. And I just posted the link for you again. And I posted the chat, which is over. It will be at the TLP Lilypad. and I posted the details for that.
Yes. All right. I think I'm done, guys. I think I am.
And
for
will those
ears.
show up in the shop too?
The flowers,
For those who can't be there?
anything that's like besides like our blog freebies, anything that's a prize, like the stamps, we're gonna sell those as a set, like a complete set, and there'll be both the distressed versions and the clean versions, which I think for prizes you're getting a mix. Like you'll get some that are clean and some that are distressed, but when we sell the pack in the shop, it'll have all of the versions. So
Hello, Cheryl.
and that's going in probably, I think it'll either be next week or the week after. All of these prizes. It takes us a little while to get it all
Loaded in there.
Yeah, and recover from this week. We have a little recovery time, and then we get it all set up in the shop. So if you miss something, don't worry. It'll be in the shop.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm not sure what I'm going to scrap. Have you decided what you're going to scrap?
Nope, that's kind of why I was asking. Because I was like, maybe I need a better plan. Does she have a plan? Oh my gosh.
Whoa, are you both scrapping?
Yes,
Yeah,
tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow.
So part of the time I'll be sharing my screen, and part of the time Britt will be sharing hers. We can't share both of them at the same time, but I think even if we could, that it would be the same issue as before. I think last time when we did it, it's too small.
Yeah, I think it would be good to do kind of a swap back and forth. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see how much the other person got done while they weren't on camera too.
That's true.
They're like, what?
That's a positive. It's like, whoa, wow, the layout's like completely done.
You know, it would be fun if we could someday, I don't know how you do this, but it would be fun to like trade the page back and forth. Like you get 10 minutes and then you get 10 minutes and then you get 10 and then see what comes up at the end or whatever. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know how you do it.
Ooh, we
You
could
have to share the file somehow.
Yeah, in Dropbox.
Well, yeah, because you could just be working off the Dropbox version, right?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that'd be fun.
You wanna try to do it
tomorrow?
Yeah,
sure.
I want to scrap with your little girl's photos. I miss my little girl.
I'll pick some good ones.
I was like, okay.
Maybe we could do both. Like we could do our own pages and then at the end do like a swap back and forth and see a speedy one. We'll see if it'll work as an experiment. Because that's when you should experiment live when people are watching.
That'll be fun. We'll enjoy it.
Yes, that is always the best time to do it. Then
you have to do the shadows because you're the master. I'm not going to attempt to do shadows for you. So you have to go last.
Yeah, that's true too. Whitney said you can share your access to your screen. But I don't know if you'd be able to pull in elements or just be able to manipulate in Photoshop.
Right.
You know? Because I shared my screen to do Pictionary the other day, but they couldn't actually access anything else.
Right, but just what that's on, because I couldn't get like all her program stuff.
Yeah,
but I think if we're just working off the same PSD in a Dropbox, I think it'll be fine.
I think that should be fine.
We'll see how it
And if it doesn't, then you just have Plan B, which you already have, so you're good.
Yeah. We'll start with our regular separate pages, and I haven't scrapbooked in a non-pocket way in like forever. So,
hey, I'll do a pocket. If you feel more comfortable with pocket, then
we can do either one. We can do like a blend, sort of pocket, sort of not, you know.
Yes.
Or you can do two layouts, one pocket and one not, and just switch off layouts every 10 minutes.
Oh, that'd be funny.
So one of you's doing 10 minutes and one of you's doing not. While one of you's working on the pocket page for 10 minutes, one of you works on the other one. Do you know what I mean? So you both have something to work on. It just trades back and forth.
But I kind of want to watch her work on when I'm not. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
She's like, I want to see what she's doing to my page.
All right. Will you go over the shadow thing that you're doing slower for people in the chat room, Cheryl?
Yes. I'm going to work on this middle photo. I'll zoom in. I think y'all can see that pretty good.
Mhm.
And in PSCC, it's super easy to separate, pardon me, it's super easy to separate your shadow style from your photo. You just right click on this little effects that you'll see in your layers palette, and you'll go down to the bottom section and you'll tell it to create layers. So the actual styles that I have on that, I have a photo edge plus the shadow. So what you're going to see is an inner stroke that's clipped to the photo, because if you unclip it, it just becomes this big square. So you want to make sure that stays clipped, and then you'll see the photo, and then you'll see the shadow underneath. And this is the quickest way I found. I know a lot of people like Puppet Warp, but I just found that this transform tool, we've called it a diamond ring or a windshield washer, but this is to, it's like a free transform. So you'll get these little anchor points essentially, and you can just start pulling. So you can see how far out you can pull the shadow, but that's a lot. So we'll just pull that in a little bit, kind of like if you were gluing or taping down. And as Courtney says, if you're gluing or taping down poorly.
Always poorly.
But you know, if maybe your glue isn't sticking right, or
The
maybe
edges
you have,
are lifting up.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
pop dots. I know in the paper scrapping community right now, pop dots are really big, giving your paper page dimension. So, so there you have it. And then if I turn it off, you can see, you know, how much it changes just to have that. It's just a little tiny touch, but it's one I insist upon doing on every one of my pages. So I'll do the same thing again here, and I just end up doing it so second nature. I have to slow down to do this. So then I'll choose my shadow, and I have the transform tool, the bounding box showing. So I just click on it, and that's where I get that little tool, easy access. And go ahead.
Which parts can you do in PSC? Do you remember?
The warping part, I think I can do everything.
You
Let's
can't
see.
do the separate shadow easier.
No, you can't. That it does take a little bit to do that. I'm gonna pull this one up a little bit more. Just didn't feel like it was showing that much. If you'll give me just a second, I'll actually, let's see, I've already done that one. Yeah, there's a few I haven't done yet, so. This will be Elements 2018.
You can use the smudge tool. Yep, it's hard to get a nice smooth bend.
Remind me later. I don't want to do that right now. Okay. It's been a while since I've done this, so bear with me here. I'm going to pull this out so we can see what we're doing. Go ahead and close that. All right, so I am here, and I have the shadow style already applied to this piece of paper with the torn edge. And It's got the little FX over there, and that just indicates what layer styles are there for you. But we want to move it out. So if you're just going to try to, you're just going to move your element around, if you just click on it like that, we want to open up this style dialog box. You'll see a little style settings box open up when you double click on that FX. And at this point in time, you can come back over to your element with that dialog box open, and you can actually pull your shadow away from your element. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And in fact, I think it's probably just going to be better if I do this on a blank screen. White. Okay. Let's grab this and put it over here. And I'm just going to make it bigger just for demonstration purposes. All right, so we're going to open up that style settings box, double clicking on the FX, and then you can pull the shadow away and make sure it's just, far enough away that you would be able to draw a box around it. And then just press OK. And at this point, I think you'll simplify your layer at this point. And then you will choose your rectangular marquee tool, or you may need to use the lasso tool. It depends on, what you're pulling away, but you'll just draw a box around it and then right click and put a layer via cut. Oh, hello. That didn't do right. Undo. Okay, there we go. It actually simplified it that time. Okay. All right. Now I've drawn it, and I'm just going to right click and choose layer via cut. And in this instance, you'll see that now I still have the paper piece, and then I have the shadow that's separated from it, and it's above the paper piece. So if I pull it back over to the paper piece, obviously it's above it. So I'm just going to pull that layer back underneath, and just make sure it's centered together. And then from this point, I can start doing the same kind of warping that you do in PSCC, but you're going to have to use your control key, holding it down, control for PC and command for Mac, right? So then you'll just start pulling, and you can see how it'll warp your shadow. So let's see, we'll pull it a little from that point, and maybe come up here and pull a little from this point. And then the rest of it, I think we're gonna have to just do with the smudge tool, which, oh goodness, it's been a while. There it is. It's gonna be under your enhance tool, and your icon may be different, but down here in your bottom tray, your tool options tray, you'll see you can choose blur, sharpen, or smudge, and we're going to choose smudge. And right now, I think we're just on a default brush. Let's do a basic brush. I'll just choose a big one. And right now the strength is on 50%. Let's see that. Just make it kind of higher, and then you'll just start pushing, and you can see that shadow moves in and out. So if you just want that little tip to show, and you can see what happened here when I pushed in. You can see how it made that little edge right there. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to make my brush even bigger. I'm using the bracket keys to do that. And now I'm going to push in. It's still not doing it. I think I need a soft brush. Let's try that one. There we go. So if we just want that little bitty corner coming up, and maybe a little piece there, and this piece will go back in, and depending on your system, you may find that it takes a while to follow what you're asking it to do. Okay, and I'm going to pull the shadow up here. And there you have it.
You are recording it, right?
Yes. But this is also, I have a video on how to do this, and it's in...
Make shadows on separate layers in Photoshop Elements 11?
Yep.
Yeah, I posted that too.
Yeah, and it's the same, really. I mean, your workspace is probably going to look minorly different, but, not much. So there you have it. There's my happy little custom shadow. So I'm going to close this out and go back over here. And then I'm just, so you can see why I like PSE so much better, because it's so quick just to right click and, choose it.
Shadows always seem to be the thing that everybody's like, ooh. Well, hey, Cheryl. Offhand, do you know how big your stroke is around your photos? I said it's your shadow style, and I have no idea because I just click and it goes. But it was a question a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. I will tell you, the stroke is 24, and it's set to inside, blend mode normal, and it's just white. So, but 24 pixels was the answer to that question.
All right. Enid's been very patient waiting for that one. So.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad we got an answer for her. All right, and then the other thing I like to do is the paper warping action that I have. There's a tutorial on the TLP blog, and it talks about how you can warp your paper edges, and there's quite a few steps you go through. I've just made an action, so it goes through those steps very quickly. You just press one button and it's done. And I like to use it a lot on word strips or journaling strips. And it's a free action that you'll find on my blog. And again, you will need to have your shadow separated from your element or paper in order to use the action. So just know that. I'll have to do that first, but you just kind of click on the shadow layer and then you press play, and it starts moving your shadow around, and it's really, you'll probably see it a little bit better on this one. It's very subtle how it pushes in on the edges, so it looks like it's glued down on each end. And then sometimes I'll go in, and it just depends on how much time I want to spend. So I want to do that.
So it just kind of does what you were doing before, but just
really quick.
Using it, yeah, so you're just using it for the little bits instead of your photos and stuff.
Yeah. So see, I applied it to the actual word strip, so you can see what it does to the shadow. It just kind of makes this ripply effect. Okay. So I'll zoom in here so you can see it. And it depends on where your word strip is on the page, what warp you're going to get. So say if I didn't want it with that particular one, I could move it over here and create a new layer and do a warp there, and it's going to really change. It's going to be much You see it looks a lot different over here
Yeah, it's
than
like
it looks over
way
there. Yeah,
bigger warp almost, but that's
yeah,
cool. So it's not
yeah.
just applying the same little warp to every little strip. You get like your own. It gets different stuff.
Right, right.
Cool.
So kind of like that one.
I'm learning so
Uh,
much.
Yay! Yay! What's funny is that I can remember because I use PSE because let's be honest, we have families and a lot of us are stay-at-home moms. We have budgets, and I had
Yeah.
Photoshop elements, and I wanted to make my own shadows so badly, and I was like, I cannot afford Photoshop, the full-blown thing. That was before a subscription was even an option. And so to find someone who figured out a way to separate it was like, are you kidding me? I love you. And then I felt like obligated to share it with anybody who would, do you know you can do this? It's like, you can do it in PSE. So that's always nice. I like to share that one. And when you print it out, you'll notice some of these small little details more than at other times.
Yes, I agree. I feel like shadow work is more noticeable when you print than it is on your screen. All these little subtle details you're doing really do make a difference when it's printed. It looks great on the screen too, though. I mean, you can. It's hard. It's funny. Like sometimes it's like, what makes this page look so special? Like why does this look so much more amazing than something else? And it's just because they've spent a little bit more of time on the shadows.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like you have to slave away on everything, but it's a little tweak here, and then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that looks better.
Yeah. And I've done a lot of shadowing on this page because it's pretty word strip heavy, and I do like custom shadows on those. But honestly, a lot of times I'll do my photos, and that is it. And a paper piece or two, whatever. But I have been adding custom shadows into my templates. So if you buy them, they already come with the warped shadows in there. So you can use them or you can delete them if you don't like them.
Awesome.
Or you can, alter them even further if you want a deeper shadow.
Bye, Ginger. She's leaving. I know Ginger. We're friends in real life.
Aww.
Well, I've met her a few times. I think twice, maybe. Anyway, just at like Disneyland and stuff. Bye, Ginger.
Okay, so who is here for the first time? Because I'm seeing lots of names that
you've never seen.
I just looked over here, and I think it's because they're, I think.
Oh my goodness! Look at everybody.
Oh yay!
Lots of first timers. Yay! Oh, you guys are just loving it. It's so fun, right?
All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to determine.
See, all the names look so familiar to me because they're Project Mousers. So, like, they all look kind of familiar to me. It is like, it's so fun to watch somebody else scrap because everybody does it different.
Okay. I am not sure. I think I should have everyone's email address, but if you don't get an email from me, then message me at the Lilypad or on Facebook in the Project Mouse group. I mean, there are a couple of ways to get in touch with me so that I can get you your stamp and your participation prize, because that's how we'll be pulling those out.
Hillary just found the comments. She's been sucked into the shadows. You've missed a huge conversation. I'm glad you found it, though.
Yeah, and I think that the recording in here will be much easier for me to access and get posted. Other than, the Adobe Connect it would take, as long as I was in a chat, it would take that long to download it. So, yeah, that was no fun. All right, I'm going to change this name to, because I just called it Waiting for the Bus, but I'm going to call it Let's Go instead.
Melinda, she posts the recording. It'll probably just be in the same thread that you posted about the chat, right? Or will you put it somewhere else?
Yeah, I can make a separate thread if you want. What do you think, Britt? Should we post it separately?
You caught me in the middle of a yawn. I'm so sorry. Let's just say I have not gotten a lot of sleep this week.
I bet.
Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. It can all go on the same one, or it might be easier just to do a separate one. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay. All right.
Just don't overthink it. Just do whatever.
I may post it separate, so it'll be easier.
There's a lot of comments already in that thread, so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. Well, we will be back tomorrow morning, and gosh, let me look and see when our time is. I think it's 10 a.m. Central,
Yes.
11 a.m. Eastern. That's 8
a.m.
8 a.m.
Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So
yeah,
I'm on Mountain Time, so it's gonna be first thing in the morning.
Woo,
I'm on Pacific, so it's gonna be really first thing in the morning.
Oh my goodness!
Oh god!
Bright and early scrap.
Yep. 8 a.m. Yay for you.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll go. I should go to bed early tonight, but it's Friday and I want to scrap, and yeah, it won't happen.
There's too much fun stuff going on at our FANniversary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get sleep next week.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to end the recording now. Let's see what happens there. Thank y'all for coming. I think I am anyway.